In 1712, colonial New York was a bustling centre of commerce, but beneath its thriving economy lay the brutal reality of slavery. 20% of the city's population were enslaved Africans forced to toil under oppressive conditions. With no hope of freedom, their suffering helped sustain New York's prosperity. Drawn from diverse African nations and speaking different languages, these enslaved men and women began to share a common bond, a desire for freedom. By 1712, a small group of these individuals secretly planned an audacious revolt. Their aim? To strike fear into the hearts of their oppressors by setting fire to the city and ambushing any colonists who dared respond. On the night of April 6, 1712, a group of 23 enslaved men gathered at an isolated spot in the city, near what is now Broadway and Maiden Lane. Armed with guns, swords and hatchets, they set fire to an outhouse. As the flames spread, the colonists rushed to put out the blaze, unaware that they were walking into an ambush. The rebels attacked swiftly, killing 9 white settlers before the colonists could respond. Chaos erupted across the city. Colonial militias were quickly summoned, capturing or killing many of the rebels. Some managed to escape but were eventually hunted down. The punishment was swift and brutal. Of those captured, 21 were executed, hanged, burned at the stake, or even broken on the wheel, a rare and savage form of execution meant to send a message. The revolt sent shockwaves through the colony. In response, colonial authorities enacted stricter slave codes. These laws severely restricted the ability of enslaved people to gather, communicate in their native languages, or possess weapons, further tightening the grip of oppression. Despite its violent end, the New York Slave Revolt of 1712 was a pivotal moment of resistance that laid the groundwork for future uprisings, like the Stoner Rebellion and the New York Conspiracy of 1741. The resilience and courage of those who fought in the revolt remind us that the struggle for freedom is as old as the institution of slavery itself. Though suppressed, acts like these kept the dream of liberty alive, eventually leading to emancipation in later centuries. The legacy of these early revolts is still felt today, as we continue to reflect on the costs of oppression and the enduring fight for human rights.